Hello, ladies. We're live.
Last episode, we get no theme song. This episode, maybe half a theme song. All right, next episode, we're going to play the full theme song.
We cut off the tip from this one.
We're going to play the full 3-minute version next episode.
Circumcised theme song. Hello, boys. How are we?
We are good.
Happy Pride Month.
Yeah, happy Pride Month. Johnny B is going to be sucking dudes' dicks all month long.
What the hell? What?
What? That's what you said before the show.
No, I didn't. I
said you were just going to celebrate. You're going to celebrate Pride Month.
John coming out strong.
No. No.
Oh,
God. I'm sorry. I was confused.
No, I'm good. No. I would pick a different month anyway. I wouldn't. It's too cliche to do it in June.
Pride Month is too hacky.
So hacky.
Yeah, I was gonna do it. I'd suck a dick on Ash Wednesday.
Suck a dick on Black History Month. All right.
Thank you. See, Matt, then you can honor two things at the same time. Yeah.
Welcome to the show. I am John J. Murray. We got Matt Fernandez and Johnny B. It is episode 38. Last episode was a special episode. We recorded it live at
with people with Down syndrome.
Tampa History Center. It was a charity event.
Was that the oldest crowd we've all played for?
No, surprisingly.
No, man, this is Florida. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I've done shows in Sarasota.
They're actually really nice. We weren't really performing. We were learning from Rodney, like an amazing historian, a lot of shit about baseball, and all we had to do was just hop in with a quip once in a while, and
we just had to be a dick
it was over
every once in a while.
It was cool to hear some of your old anecdotes. I forget that you're older than us.
Thank you.
And it's like because I couldn't tap into a lot of the historic stuff he was talking about, but you were like, "Oh yeah, I remember that," and you had your own little story about it.
I remember back in '02
because it was all Tampa history and with Tampa baseball. And the funny thing is, a lot of those memories popped up in the moment. I was like, "Holy shit!" When he was showing pictures of Al Lopez Field, I'm like, I remember doing that as a child and seeing the Tampa Tarpons. I remember. All those different things, and it was like a lot of nostalgia for me. And then, some of the stories were funny. So it was like, oh, it's a perfect time to jump in here. Which I was kind of nervous before it because I didn't prep anything at all, and I don't like going into anything completely blind. But it worked out great. It was fun. Then we got drunk at a Publix.
Yep.
Yeah, Rodney Kite Pal, one of the smartest guys in Tampa, so it was great to work with him. This is the first time I've ever been paid to listen to a history lecture,
right,
and then also make jokes.
Just kind of riff
class.
on a smart guy.
Just making jokes in class. I've never been paid for that before.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like what radio is for me every day. I just kind of go with whatever the topic is and have fun with it. But to learn something really cool. It was fun.
I didn't know who Al Lopez was. I just know I used to go take my dog to his park all the time. I didn't know who he
they
was.
Have a picture of him at that park.
I don't walk around looking at pictures at the park. But I'm fucking there to party and let my dog run around.
I'm too busy looking at girls and Lululemons like a man.
It's true.
I mean, there's still a lot more like Tampa history with baseball that we didn't even get to, and I was talking to Rodney about that when we were getting trashed.
We didn't really get into spring training all that much, and spring training is historically great here. A lot of teams that have played. He got into some of it, but it wasn't like a lot. And he didn't get into like Clearwater. Or
we only had 45 minutes, so
it's Tampa centric for sure.
Yeah,
and when you think Tampa, you think about the Rays.
Yeah, one of my earliest memories is my dad asking Daryl Strawberry to sign
for cocaine
ball for me.
He signed this 8-ball for me,
and then he gave him a little bag of cocaine. Yeah,
will you snort a line off my baby?
Getting fucked up at Publix was cool because they don't let you tip them.
Oh yeah,
the bartender was like, "No, you can't tip me," and I was like, Oh yeah,
no! if you're not Floridian and you're watching or listening right now, Publix is notorious. Like they wear like a tag above their name tag that says "I do not accept tips."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, the bartenders were just a regular employee, so they're wearing their little green Publix polo with the little name tag, like the same thing that they wear back in your groceries. Same people. But they have a bar in this one.
I mean, I wish they would let the special needs ones handle the alcohol sometimes.
That too.
That'd be so fun.
Or a blind one. We have a blind bag boy at my Publix.
I wish every Publix had a bar. Why? That's a great idea.
It's true.
Yeah, only to fancy. Our blind bag boy, he's like 60 years old and he's blind, right? And first time I went to the line, I look and I'm waiting to pay, and I'm like, holy shit, this guy's completely blind. He's bagging groceries, right? He's just feeling groceries, and he says, "Paper or plastic?" And I'm like, how do you know? You know, just
like smashing eggs into the cart.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, pretty wild.
I feel like you guys don't think you could bag groceries with a blindfold on? Like, it's not that fucking hard.
I mean, not well.
You're supposed to separate like the the things that aren't food with the things that are food. You're supposed to keep like dairy with dairy.
Yeah, if he just picks up a box, how's he gonna know what's in it?
Yeah, he's just putting the
riddle me that, Sean.
I mean, yeah, I guess a box of rice could also be like the same shape and size and weight as like a box of like dish soap.
Yeah,
like dishwasher powder or something.
You just start screaming at him. Those don't go in the same bag.
You fucking idiot!
You just put the Raid in with my yogurt, you fucking blind dickhead.
Yeah, I don't know. I just do self-checkout all the time, and I am a terrible fucking bagger.
Dude,
so I like anybody else. I'm sure the blind guy does better than I fucking do.
You know why I do self-checkout now?
To steal?
No, God,
stealing is easier.
It is easier, yeah.
No. You know what I found out from somebody? If you do that, they keep track of. They know when you're stealing, and they have your face on there, and they wait until you've done $500 worth, and then they will have you arrested for grand theft.
This is like when people told me there was red dye that like turns if you pee in somebody's pool. It's never happened.
I've stolen. I'm not going to say the amount because that would change the level of a crime that it is. But I've stolen a lot from Walmart. They do not keep your face. Yeah,
I'll steal $499 worth.
I've done it on accident. But I've never tried to steal from self checkout.
I've done it on accident.
Yeah,
that's what I did.
You have to self checkout at Home Depot now. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have any. But the beauty of
I did not steal $200 worth of lumber from Home Depot.
Yeah,
I
definitely did. Mm-hmm. Lumber is the easiest to steal, bro. It's crazy.
Crazy easy to steal.
All right. Anyway,
we did not commit a crime. This is all parody.
Don't even come look at my fence.
Yeah, never look at my backyard.
It's totally legit and legal.
Well, the reason why the self checkout is good is because of BOGOs. If you go through a regular checkout, they have like a limit per household deal, but they leave it up to the cashiers to be the Karens and be like, you can't have more than 4 of those. So when they have a really good BOGO, if you go through self-checkout, they don't give a shit how many you do. So like my buddy owns that El Camino green sauce company, and they had his green sauce on BOGO, and I texted him. I'm like, dude, they got your green sauce on BOGO. He's like, buy all of them. I'm like, what? He's like, buy them all, and I'll Venmo you the money. He goes,
and then we'll sell them back.
He goes, it looks good for his.
Yeah, he goes, it looks good. He goes, keep them, give them away, do whatever you want. So I have 60 bottles of it in my refrigerator right now.
I saw you were doing like I saw you were doing promo with that guy, and I was actually going to ask you for a bottle of that. So
I got some for you guys the next time I see you.
Yeah, sweet. Please give me a bottle.
100%. And then yesterday I went and they had my favorite coffee creamer BOGO, and it's the most expensive coffee creamer. It's the Chobani all natural coffee creamer, and they got the best flavors. And I was like, I'm definitely going through self checkout. So I bought 12 fucking bottles, big things of coffee creamer.
And it's Pride Month, and they have the special Cream Your Jeans coffee creamer. Brought to you for Gay Pride Month. Yeah.
Why are you bombing on our podcast? Do it somewhere else, dude. Do it somewhere else.
I'm not the one broadcasting BOGOs at Publix.
It's a sad, sad time. Episode 38. Why do we have to do this?
You guys want to keep talking about groceries, or should we just all kill ourselves in a fucking mass suicide?
Technically, we're all bombing.
I was just trying to save Johnny from talking about the best BOGOs.
Johnny doesn't even need BOGO. He's been winning tons of money playing poker. Go.
Fuck. Fuck you, Matt.
Oh yeah, you had a bad run. We were talking the last episode. We were excited about Johnny winning a poker tournament, and how did that go?
I'll tell you.
Yeah,
I won that seat to the $400 buy-in, $400,000 big poker tournament, and I played for 3 hours and didn't win a single fucking hand. It was the worst run. Not one hand. It was the worst run of cards I've ever seen. I couldn't even steal pots. I couldn't do anything. The best hand I saw was the hand I went all in on my last hand, and that was an ace queen.
Have you ever played in any game that you didn't win a single hand?
I don't think so, dude. Honestly,
so this is the first time.
Yeah, this was the worst night of poker ever, and I was so excited because I was like, I haven't played a big tournament in a long time, and I'm like, I'm gonna fucking win a bunch of money on this thing. I have a feeling, I had a gut feeling all day long. I was like, I'm gonna go in there tonight and I'm gonna fucking do it. And I had my mind in the right place, and I just sat there and watched 9 Trey and Jack Deuce and fucking 10-4 and all the worst cards you could ever see roll off like a motherfucker. And I was on a table full of douchebags, and when I finally got knocked out, I was so happy just to leave. I was like, ugh, like thank God I'm off.
So will you fold a Jack Deuce, or will you play that? Because I'll play if there's a face card.
I'll play if they're suited. I might play it.
No, suited only gives you like 1.5%.
Yeah, it's not
more
much more. But I'll usually. Good. So you won't even see the flop with a Jack Deuce.
It depends. If I'm in position, I might raise with those 2 cards just to get control of the hand. But when you're playing a big game like that, most of the players are pretty decent. You know, I was on a table with 4 pros were on my table, so. Right. I was like, you got to watch out for all these fucking guys. You got 4 snipers that know what you're doing, and they know what they're doing. So it's like, all right, now you have to like, it's kind of like walking through a minefield. You got to avoid those guys while you try to take down the weaker players.
They're keeping track of every single time that you put money into the pot for sure.
Yeah, so I'm used to when I'm playing. I'm either the best or second best player on the table. On that game, I was probably the 5th best player on the table, and I also wasn't getting cards. So it was like, oh shit, dude. I'm up against it. I was hoping that I got moved, like our table broke, and I just got moved to another table before I was out of chips.
Hoping like a meteor comes into the fucking building and destroys the table.
A mass shooting, you know, something like that. Yeah. It was,
God, a mass shooting would be sweet right now.
I was thinking like, you know, because this poker room's in a bad neighborhood. I was like, if some guy walked in and was like, everybody get on the motherfucking ground. I mean, like, this is the best. All right, perfect. Now we all lose. Yes. Kill all of us. So, yeah, it didn't go well. Didn't go well at all. So
sorry, buddy.
It's okay. Can't win them all.
Do you have another poker tournament coming up, or
I've been looking at the schedule. I mean,
resigned yourself?
No, I went and actually played a cash game on Saturday night, and did pretty well. So
how'd that go?
Good. Yeah, I made a little bit, and playing against some really old people, and I was having a fun time just roasting them. You know, they like it. They like it when I
go to the Hard Rock. I kind of just look for like the drunkest guy. That's
not hard to do there.
Strategy, and it's not hard to do there. Yeah, there's usually like a guy in like a Hawaiian shirt that is real drunk that you can sit down, you know, right next to and do okay.
Yeah, it was when I lived in Vegas. I knew all the locals that would pick, and that's what we did. We preyed on tourists. So I would go to like the Mirage, and I had my tourist outfit that I would wear so I could just blend in, you know.
Look like a dickhead. What is the tourist outfit in Vegas?
Did you have a fanny pack?
No. Not
that far.
Only during Pride Month. No, I had like some Hawaiian shirts, and I had a shirt that said like "I love Vegas" on it, and yeah. It was fucking like I heart Vegas.
I love Vegas with like gas station sunglasses.
That's clever.
Yeah, dude. I had all that
clever
shit.
hustle.
Yeah. And I would sit there and I would play like a jack off for like a half hour, and then I would tighten up and just start sniping them, just taking them off. Bing, 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 bing. If somebody asked me where I was, hey man, where you from? I always pick some dumb fucking place. Like, it was a fun game to play. You know, I'd be like, oh, from Cleveland. They go, oh, that's cool, man. You like Cleveland? I go, you know, it's home. What are you gonna do? But I'm out here at my boy's bachelor party. You know how it is. I race. I'm all in. All right, yeah. Thank you.
So you created a whole alternate character for yourself.
Every day it was a different one. Yeah, it was
nice.
Fun. Yeah,
that's fun. Yeah. I like that. You get disguises.
You do accents.
When are we gonna do a mugs poker night? We're gonna do 3 ugly mugs and invite 3 or 4 other comedians and.
No, Bothwell will be there.
Not a bad idea.
Obviously.
We could do it online. Let's all jump on the VR and play poker on VR.
You fucking virgin. Why can't we meet up and have some beers and play some poker like adult men used to?
I guess.
Yeah, let's
my boy Ian Beckles, they do a poker night at his place at Dignitary Cafe on Wednesdays. They keep inviting me, and
I don't think they want us there though.
No,
I don't know. I mean, I think they like
do a poker. Guys. They do a poker game there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Seems like not that kind of vibe, but all right.
420 friendly.
I want to play poker. I want to play poker where I can get like a beer and not a kombucha.
That's true.
Yeah, you don't want to drink dirty water out of a shell.
Yeah, I don't. Want, I don't want to drink dirty water out of a coconut husk.
Yeah, I get you on that. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of poker rooms, a lot of stuff, a lot of things to do. So we'll figure it out. But I'm trying to get a poker room endorsement, rolling. So I'm working on that.
I think my wife's going out of town in a couple weeks, so my house will be open.
Let's do it at Matt's house. Matt's
Perfect.
place.
Yes.
And, we can play poker for a while, and then we can summon a demon.
Yeah, then you can fucking wrestle my giant dog.
Yeah, we can wrestle a dog.
I'm good. I saw they had a debate on the morning show today. It was trying to prove how much more you love your dog than humans, which is true.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
And the debate was if you had to chop your pinky off to save your dog's life, would you do it? Either your dog dies, or you got to lose your pinky.
Yeah, I say yes.
Yeah.
If I have to do it,
I don't think I would do that.
Do it. Yeah.
How old is a dog?
I mean, a dog's only going to live 8 more years.
Yeah, no, you know what? I'm going to be a dickhead right now. I'm going to choose between my dogs. If it's the older one, no. Younger one, yes.
What if it's not you don't get anesthesia? It's like mafia style. Like they put a cleaver up to your pinky and a cleaver up to your dog.
That's what I was picturing anyway.
Yeah, I was picturing 4 rooms. I wasn't Tarantino.
I wasn't going to go to the hospital for this hypothetical dog pinky procedure.
I was just thinking Tim Roth with a cleaver.
Yeah.
Just fucking takes it off and grabs a pile of money and walks out of the room.
Dude, I used to have a pit boss or poker room shift manager when I worked in Vegas.
Well, you didn't answer the question, Johnny. Would you do it? You got a little chubby right there. Look in his fucking face and tell him yes or no.
I would grab my dog and kill it myself.
Yeah, with my pinky.
I'd be like, there, it's done, and I did it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I think even though Piper's 9 years old, I might have to take the fucking pinky off for her because she's just the sweetest dog ever. But
sweet.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'm going to handle when she finally goes. If I outlive her, it's. She's probably got a good 5 years left on her, and she's probably thinking the same thing about me, So every time she's laying on my lap on the couch, she's just like, "Which one, buddy?"
I don't like it. I've had friends, for 25 years that passed away, and I felt kind of sad. And then my dog died, and I'm like, I feel 100 times worse.
Dude, my last 2 dogs, I cried way harder than my last 2 parents. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, same. Yeah,
so crazy.
I hated my last dog, and I was kind of relieved when he died.
Oh, yeah.
But I still cried. No, but I still cried. It still hurt.
I remember that dog. He was annoying.
That dog sucked.
That dog was annoying, but he was sweet.
He was nice. He was a fine dog. He was nice, but he peed in the house until the day he died. He just never. He was like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna piss all over your floor."
He was an old dog for a
and
decade.
He was big, and he had the bark of a little dog. He was like squeaky bark. I was like, ugh, I hated that dog.
My brother had a dog that had something wrong with his larynx or something, so it just made these weird choking noises all the time, and its name was Pickles, and it was just it would go. And then when it finally died, my brother was all sad. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, how are you sad, dude?
I mean, it's still sad, but you know.
But you still, your brother still cared for that dog.
You see it every day.
Any other stranger that
I
would
have care for it.
I would have Will Smith fucking everything's gonna be all right. That fucking dog so fucking quick. When
Johnny's putting dog treats in the electrical outlets.
I would have I Am Legend that dog in a closet. There's no way, dude. There's no way. Man, come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, everything's gonna be all right.
So you guys want to talk about Unholy now, or keep talking about dog murder?
Yeah, before we get into our shows that we did the other weekend, let's go ahead and promote ourselves. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/@3uglymugs, and Spotify. Just search for 3 Ugly Mugs. We're video on there. We're audio everywhere else. Check us out on Instagram @JohnJSPlanet, @Matt Fernandez World, @JohnnyBTampa, and @3UglyMugs. You can also follow our producer James somewhere. I don't know. He's got a banner that has his name on there.
He's putting together showcases at Clearwater Comedy Club every Friday night, baby. If
you can follow him somewhere where he's not getting paid.
You can go to Clearwater Comedy Club where it's open mic every night.
Wait till
I'll be there in August. Let's not talk too much shit about it.
I will. And I judge you for going.
Are we going to do a special episode when James gets paid for an entertainment one night? That'd be great.
Yes, yes.
I'd be happy.
We'll have the person who paid him on the show and be like, "Why? Why did you do this?"
So fucked up. I've tried to pay him a couple times, and he was already busy. I tried to put him on a couple shows, and that's good. He's good. He
was like, I was guarding WWE wrestlers at the Sun Dome. Okay, thank you very much.
He was opening for Anthony Everett or Everett Anthony.
God. Oh, God. That's mean. No, that's mean.
That's too far.
Too far, dude.
Don't go that far.
Let's go back
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Just shaking his head. James is premiering his new segment tonight. This day in sports history. So.
Oh yeah,
you want to do it? You want to do it now?
You made a song, didn't you?
Go.
You want to do it right now?
Let's do it. He's here.
Let's do it right now.
All right, play the song. This is your AI midget that wrote this, Johnny.
Does it sound low?
Here.
Like low IQ? Like for stupid people? Yes.
No, I faded it. It's fading.
Oh.
Is it fading?
Yeah, so just talk over the fade, yeah.
Okay.
Just bring it back to halfway.
Can we fade it faster?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, fade it faster.
We rewind a minute and don't do it.
That was only 22 seconds, okay? I'll have you know. I timed it out, okay? It just seems long because it's bad.
Conversations I've had with my wife for 400 hours.
It just seems long because it's bad.
That's the name of the episode. It seems long because it's bad.
Things I say every time I come.
Happy Pride Month.
All right, yeah. This is off the rails immediately. All right, so on this day in sports history, I got two of them. One special to my heart, and I know the rest of you guys will feel the same way. On this day, June 2nd, 1987, Seattle Mariners drafted future Hall of Famer Ken Griffey Jr. first overall.
Who?
Ken Griffey Jr., baby.
I have the sneakers at in my closet right now.
I love that dude. He
Some
might
of my
be
favorite shoes.
He might be my all-time favorite baseball player. He might.
His coolest batting stance for sure.
Best swing I've ever seen.
Best
so
swing.
Sweet. Beautiful. He's my generation's greatest baseball player, I think, for sure.
He suffered a lot of injuries, right? Like
he broke his wrist making a diving backwards catch against the wall. He's dislocated his shoulder a couple times making big catches over the wall,
making crazy catches. Yeah.
Yeah, broke his leg on a slide, I think, one time.
But yeah, even when he dislocated his shoulder, he didn't drop the ball.
No,
he's not a pussy.
Yeah, he's the man, dude. I love that dude.
And his dad was a great player too, right?
His dad was awesome.
And they actually played with each other his rookie year, which was pretty cool.
On the same team, right?
They hit back-to-back home runs in one game. They're the first.
That's right. Yeah. That is wild, dude.
So the second one I have is in 1935, Babe Ruth announces his retirement at the age of 40. Then home run king, Babe Ruth. I think without Babe Ruth, baseball is basically just cricket. You know what I mean? Because
it's like kind of low. It would be a low tier sport for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It wouldn't be America's pastime.
Oh no, because it's exciting. Home runs are exciting. So without Babe Ruth, baseball is nothing what it would be like today.
One of the things we learned in that history thing we did last week was that big 500 and something foot home run he hit was here in Tampa, and they didn't have fencing up in the outfield, so people would just be standing out there, and if somebody had a really good hit, it just blast somebody in the fucking face. They're like, "Oh my god, he killed that lady," And but yeah, it was wild.
Yeah, it's like a 580-foot home run, but there's no fence. It
rolled for like 100 feet,
380, and then rolled hundreds of feet.
Yeah,
he's one reason he's credited with being one of the main reasons why baseball took off in Japan before World War II.
It was the easiest American name to pronounce.
Well, no, he went over there and played exhibition games and did exhibitions in the 20s, back before we were at odds with them, before World War II happened. And they started their own league shortly before the war. The
Nippon League.
Yeah, the Nippon League. Japanese baseball, I mean, everyone knows, huge. And Babe Ruth is credited with really bringing that sport to that country.
Just plowing Japanese prostitutes.
Oh yeah.
Sure. There's a whole line of like people in that country right now that look like a fucking 40-year-old potato. Giant, just a massive body.
I love a hot dog and beer.
Just drinking a beer.
Just comes kimonos everywhere.
It's not just that you do the voice; it's that you do the voice immediately.
There you go.
I am who I am, guys.
I know.
I didn't do the eyes. I could have went there. I didn't do it.
I'll never.
Well, thanks for not doing that, buddy.
I'm not a scumbag.
All right. What you guys want to talk about Unholy, or you want to go into sports?
Yeah, let's. Me and Matt got to do Unholy. What?
2 Saturdays ago.
2 Saturdays ago. It was really fun. You can check out my set from Unholy Night 2 exclusively on Twitch. It's twitch.com/somethingplanet. It's only going to be on there till Friday because I don't want to burn those jokes. But it was a fun set. So go check it out and leave a comment and share with your friends until Friday, June 6th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard the show was a blast. I was out in selling out a pool hall the same night, but in Lakeland.
Were they playing? What did they stop playing for the show?
No, it's a separate room. They had their own little side room for comedy. It was actually really set up pretty well, and it was fun. But I saw the clips from several of y'all, and the most famous one I was hoping would go super viral was the Kill Tony girl having some controversy.
Oh yeah, she what was her name? Selena?
I just know her as the retard
Selena.
girl now. Okay.
Yeah, she just said retard during her set. I think the joke she was like calling her boyfriend a retard.
Right.
Which I met him, and yeah, that checks out.
Well, I mean, I think we've gotten to a point where, you know, like we had a moment where every word was kind of getting canceled for a while, and then we kind of figured out which ones were, you know, like, okay, we probably should just, you know, evolve a little bit, but then at the same time, maybe we snap back a little bit and then calm the fuck down and know how you're using words, and context means more than anything.
Right. Context means more than anything. Like, I'm not gonna like say that about a mentally handicapped.
Well, you would never. You'd be a piece of shit if you did that. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
But like if I'm referring to Matt Fernandez, then yeah, sure.
Or like I watched a movie last night. It was the sequel to Train to Busan. It was called Peninsula. It's fucking retarded. It wasn't good at all. Yeah, sorry, but it was.
They shouldn't have tried to make a sequel to that movie. I think that even if you do hear a word you don't like, it doesn't mean you have to ruin the show for fucking everyone.
True. So yeah, what happened was she said it, and then someone like stood up and started shouting at her.
Hopped up on their fucking soapbox in the middle of a show.
Exactly who you think would do it.
Yeah.
In the middle of the show that is labeled as a R-rated comedy experience.
Hard R-rated.
R-rated dirty comedy experience.
Yes.
It's rated. It's
Unholy. It's fucking unholy.
It's called Unholy. Yeah. And so, you know, I just really want to give it up to the crowd that night. The crowd that night just fucking...
They verbally assaulted that poor woman.
They verbally assaulted the audience member that was objecting to it and told her to go home.
Go home, yep.
I love how she tried to be like a representative for St. Petersburg. You know, it's like, we don't do that in St. Petersburg. Shut up.
Fuck you, bitch. It's still Florida. Calm down.
you dumb tightwad dumb bitch. Like when I saw the film, and by the way, shout out to Ali. He does such a good job of cutting those clips.
Thank you, Ali.
Thank you for filming those sets, Ali.
He's great, dude. I love that guy. He's not only just a fun dude and nice guy, but he's really talented with that stuff. And the way he cut it up to where it showed the guy telling her to get the fuck out, that it showed her like. And when I saw her, I was like, that's exactly what I would think she looked like. You know, it was perfect. Bitch.
What was funny though is we found out that was like, and I won't say any names here, but that was like the guest of a person that just goes to like every comedy show in Tampa, like just.
Like an Uber fan, a friend of theirs.
Just a super fan, like goes to like everybody's comedy show, not just. I mean, obviously they go to Side Splitters. I think they got like whatever the Side Splitters season pass is, where you can drop in on
like
Thursdays.
Rick. What was his name? Rick.
Exactly.
I can't remember his last name, but he would come to every show.
It's a woman. It's a
Rick and Dawn.
Yeah.
Rick and Dawn. Yeah, I won't say her name, but yeah. She actually brought that person, and she was like super embarrassed.
Good.
That person was like talking shit during the show because she's been to like every show in St. Pete, Tampa, Side Splitters, Tampa Funny.
Yeah, she's a real comedy fan, and she brought some
super
fucking
comedy fan,
some buzzkill, unfun bitch with her.
Basically. But yeah, the shows were really fun. The first night was weird. Me and Matt were over in the Speakeasy that's next to there. What was the name of that Speakeasy?
It's just called a bourbon bar.
Oh,
it's
called
awesome.
The Bourbon Bar, and which is awesome. But there was just like a super Goomba New York,
A lot of fucking
Italian
Jersey trash
party.
in there.
Oh yeah.
And they were in there, so there was like 20 of them packed in there, and they were getting like drunk. They had like bottles of Buffalo Trace on their tables, like they were buying like whole bottles of bourbon.
Hey, they were having fun, man.
They were having fun, but it was like me and Matt are in there trying to relax before we do our show and have like some whiskeys, and like every third word is, oh,
hey, oh,
I'm fucking drinking over here.
It's like a room full of Andrew Dice Clays, if you can imagine that.
Why
it's
do we
a fucking
have to
nightmare.
Do this?
It's fucking gabagool. Yeah, it's look, too much of anything is too much. It could have been anybody.
Yeah, it could have been anybody. It was just, it could have been anybody from anywhere, but very specifically Italian Americans.
The type.
I think they made up a bunch of the crowd too. I think a bunch of them.
You know what though? You know what? I do a tiny Japanese accent, and I'm fucking David Duke. But we can just dive all over the fucking Italians. They're fucking open game.
White.
They're white. Yeah,
they're
man.
White. It's fine.
You can make fun of white people.
Yeah, you can make fun of whites. It's.
I remember.
Totally fine.
I'm trying to remember if I was talking about it with you guys or not. There was, in 2020 when every young person was trying not to be white, there was these two girls, and they were like, they have Italian parents or whatever.
Yeah,
and the girl's like, I'm not white, I'm Italian American. And then like this black girl's like, bitch, you're white. You're fucking white as fuck, bitch. And you're like, I am not. My family came here from Italy in 1940. Shut up, honky.
That's white. Yeah.
You dumb bitch. Yeah, I'm also Irish American, so I would please like to have a day for me and my peoples. That's not St. Patrick's Day. Thank you.
Yeah, Alexander the Great, white dude.
But shout out to Selena. I thought she handled that well. When the lady said that to her. Yeah.
I'll go ahead and like on the other side. Maybe if you're the opening comic, you try not to throw out the word retard.
Was she the first one up?
Yeah, she was the first one.
She was the first one up. Yeah.
I would say in a normal show, yes, but in Unholy, I think there's no.
That's true. At an Unholy show, I think you definitely get a pass.
Show, you can open,
but I would not recommend that at a club.
No,
no.
The rule of thumb in a club is the host or the opener shouldn't even really curse too much at all. Like, that's what when I try to train. Like host for shows, like you have a job. You're the setup person.
I just imagine Johnny with like a whip, like
I mean, verbally, yeah, dude, yeah. I mean, because it's annoying when you get a host that thinks the whole show's about them and they're up there fucking saying fuck every 5 seconds and doing the dirtiest shit and
doing time in between comics.
Ugh, and they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing, like talking about like. One of the things that you should do on a host set is say, hey, are you excited about your headliner? And mention the headliner. They're here tonight in the building. Let them hear you. Or if you have upcoming shows, talk about the website of the club. Hey, go to sidesplitterscomedy.com. We got great shows coming up next week. We got Joe List. Da-da-da-da. That's what a host is supposed to do. Make sure, if there's drink specials. Oh, right now, fucking Crown Royal
Tip your bartender.
Yep.
Yeah.
You work for the club. You're not a contractor like the feature in the headline.
You're not on the marquee. You're not even on the website.
Yeah.
You're a human sandwich board sign.
Yeah.
If you're lucky, you'll make the sandwich board. Yeah. The fuck out of here. We're fucking doing comedy over here. I'm sorry. That's going to be all night. My wife is going to fucking leave me tonight because later we'll be watching TV. And that thing's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, "We'll fucking watch a 90 Day Fiance." Fucking guy don't even know English. So it's gonna be something. But yeah, I thought she handled it well.
We did that to you.
I had a retard moment about a month ago in a show where Manny was hosting a show at a tiki bar, And I guess he said retard on his, I wasn't listening. I don't listen to my openers very often. And some guy got really pissed off. And Manny
can
just
say it because he's, one of them.
He has
something.
He has the neck for it.
Yeah,
and like
he's
the,
something. There's
the upper head.
I don't know if he got like kicked by a horse or something, but something happened, and so he could say it.
It's like Shane Gillis said. He goes, "It looks like he got nicked." Just
like Shane Gillis just looks like he's allowed to say it,
like he got nicked by it. But So the guy was so mad. Manny just kind of bailed on his set and brought me up, and I wasn't even ready. Right? He's just like, "All right, well, let's just get your headliner up here." I was still mad at him. He apologized for like a week, but he just brings me up, and I go, "Oh shit!" So I just go up there. And the guy's still yelling, and I got the microphone. The guy's just going off, and I go, "Hey, what's your problem, dude?" And I wasn't even sure why he was yelling at the time. And then he goes, "That guy said retard," or no, he said R word, and I go, "Buddy, you sound a little retarded right now." Then he flips the fuck out. Now he's trying.
Yeah, I mean, you're goading him.
What he didn't realize, there was about 10 of my friends that I grew up with in Seminole Heights in the crowd. Like ghetto ass fucking white guys and girls, and so he's getting ready to come after me. And a buddy of mine that I've known since I was 10 walks over, doesn't even run, just like cuts him off and just mushes his face and drags him out into the parking lot. And I go, "All right, well that got taken care of."
That guy's dead.
10 minutes later, I see fucking cop lights like flashing from the parking lot. I'm like, "Oh shit!" So they call the cops out. Here's the funny part. Here's the funny part about this. Same venue. 2 months later, cops get called again, but for a way different reason. So I'm not going to say any names, but a local open micer who's pretty fat has this thing he likes to do where he takes his shirt off like he's Puerto Rican Burt Kreischer.
Okay, I don't know who this is.
This isn't Manny again?
It's not. It's fatter than Manny.
Okay.
Super nice guy, but he's really new at comedy. I guess he took his shirt off, and it's an outside tiki bar venue. Well, somebody had their kids with them, and they called the cops because
he was that ugly looking,
big floppy tits out in front of the kids.
When I heard this story, my first thought was, they didn't call the cops because he was Puerto Rican. They didn't call the cops because he was doing a crime. For the first time, and nobody even identified it but me, they called the cops because he was fat. Fat discrimination was on display. The cops had to come out like, because a man's...
This trans girl's using the men's bathroom.
It was nothing you would expect. And not one person. The cops came out, and you know what they said? They go, "Guys can have their shirts off. It's not illegal." And they're like, "We got kids here."
No one should have to see this.
Can you imagine if it was like Adventure Island or the fucking beach or something? You're like, "What is this? This is an outrage." Look at he started walking in a fucking candy bar, came out from under his kitty, and my kid ate it. So the cops came out for that. That is the craziest reason ever to call the cops.
I would love to talk to those cops and just see like what they thought in that moment. Like that should be the podcast. Like, hey, you cops who get called on the dumbest fucking shit on earth and just have to explain to these idiots.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't illegal. Yeah. You can take your shirt off too if you want.
Yeah.
Pop that thing off.
It's gross, but it's not illegal.
Yeah. It's a bummer. We're all sad about it, but it's not a crime.
So it's not illegal to be ugly. Sorry.
I mean, look, it ruined everybody's weekend, but I mean, you can't take them to jail over it.
We don't like it, but it's not illegal.
It's a bummer.
Anyway, I guess we can talk about sports now. Let's talk about the Rays road trip. Rays are 30-29. Yeah, they last week or last time I recorded, me and Matt were talking about how this was kind of a make or break road trip, and it was good. It was good, positive outcome. We're over 500 now, and they looked great. The only controversy is sending Chandler Simpson back down to Durham. That's the for Magnum.
Yeah, I don't think bringing Mangum up was the problem. I think they've sent the wrong person down. They should have sent Morel down and left Simpson where he's at, because Morel sucks big fat balls, and they should just give up on the guy. I know
Morel is more of a utility player, and I think that's Kevin Cash's thought process. But I agree with you.
He's not good, dude. And I think they don't want to admit that they lost out on that trade. You know what I mean? They don't.
He doesn't have that major league power on his swing like a lot of the other guys do.
Well, he strikes out a lot, and
he strikes out a lot.
He's not a weapon like Simpson is. Simpson is an offensive weapon. He not only can win you games and did win us games on the base, but he also, when he's at first, he makes the other batters better because the pitcher can't be at his top game.
Yeah,
they can't guy behind
think
him.
About him. Yeah, they can't think about his speed.
It puts pressure on every other fucking defense. You want a guy like that. It's such a weapon, and he's actually a great outfielder too. And he was batting 275. So yeah, he's a good player.
He was like he was batting over 400 with runners in scoring position. But
Mangum had to come up because he got injured, and then he was destroying up in Durham. So they were like, yeah, we need to get this guy back up here. He's too good not to have on the team. We need him.
He's great.
Yeah, but yeah, send Morel. Don't send fucking. I think Simpson will be back before this podcast is even released. Maybe they're gonna bring him back,
or trade a different outfielder for a catcher that can actually hit.
Yeah.
And then we can keep both those guys.
I mean, he'll definitely by next year he'll be an everyday player. They'll bring him back. He'll
definitely be back.
Yeah, and even if it's September when they expand the rosters, he'll definitely be there the entire time. Hopefully we're in a playoff race by then. We're in second place right now. Beating Houston in the series is great because we have similar records, and if it comes down to wild card, we have the tiebreaker over them because we won 4 out of the 7 games that we played them, so we're done with them for the season unless we see them in the playoffs. So
and the games we won against Houston versus the games they won against us is like a huge difference.
Yeah, and we're playing. Our pitchers are fucking pitching their ass off. That Taj Bradley loss yesterday was so heartbreaking. It was 1-0. For some reason, Taj Bradley can't get out of the first inning without giving up a run. Then he locks it down, and he's the best pitcher in the league for the rest of the game. So we just got to score runs when Taj is in there, and we'll be fine. For some reason, we like to lose like 3-1 or 1-0 and shit like that when he's in there.
Yeah, how many hits did he give up? Like 4 or something?
Yeah, he's awesome. I bet the over on 4.5 strikeouts. He ended up with like 11, I think. So yeah, he's pretty decent. He's not bad.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna go to any of the games for the 6-game home stretch?
As soon as it cools off.
I'm gonna go to Rangers on Thursday. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Me and Lee are gonna go to Rangers on Thursday. Congratulations to Zach Littell for pitching his first complete game against the Astros.
Well, it's easy to do when you're up 14-3.
Yeah, 14. It was like 14-3, and like, should we take him out? No, I think we're okay.
What's going to give up a grand slam? Ooh, yeah,
but
that was awesome.
But it's impressive because if you remember, Littell is the guy that we got as a relief pitcher.
Yeah,
and the Rays pitching staff molded him into what is now a legit fucking starter with like an ERA of like 2.
One of the best in the league. Yeah, our starting pitching is really fucking. They've come together. They're doing their jobs are being done right now. So
it's the same level as like the Dodgers starting pitcher lineup. Yeah, it's like top 2 in the fucking league. Dodgers and Rays right now, I would say.
We're also leading the league in stolen bases, so that's good too. So it's good. Where we're not leading and where we're dead last is home runs. We need to blast the fucking ball a little bit better, but. We got players coming back up. Josh Lowe's back up. He's hitting well. We're about to get Kim back in here, and he's a hitter.
I'm looking forward to see what he can do.
Yeah, he's gonna be great, dude. Well, we're gonna find out. He's actually
was he a Korean pro before this, or did he play for another major league team before we got him?
The Japanese league.
Japanese league. Okay.
Or Korean, one of the two. I don't know.
He's Korean.
Okay, then it was a Korean league, or he's I don't know. He's Asian league or whatever.
He's one of those guys.
He's grandson is what
Please
he is.
don't do the voice.
I'm gonna do it.
Do you guys want to talk about how ass the Rockies are?
Let's jump into how historically bad the Colorado Rockies are. They have not won 10 games this season.
How's that possible, dude?
We're almost to the halfway point. We're like a month out from halfway through the season. They have not won 10 games.
1901. They were still like an old west back then.
They have been swept more times than games they've won. They've been swept for the entire series.
What do you call
times.
it? I'm looking for the term. What is the term when, like in European soccer, if your team sucks and they put you down into a smaller league, like they just
regulated?
Yes,
regulated relegation. Yeah.
That's what the Rockies. That's what they should do. They should have to go go down to they're a minor league team now.
Yeah,
that's what
we
they
just
are.
replace them with the Clearwater Threshers.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, put the Montgomery Biscuits in there.
Yeah, Montgomery Biscuits.
No, the Savannah Bananas. If you suck that bad, you get replaced by the Savannah Bananas. Now they're out there doing the fucking Cabbage Patch and shit. And,
Magic Mike dances and backflips.
They brought out Ham Porter from Sandlot at a game. That's how fucking cool they are.
So fucking bad, dude. Yeah,
I'm going to Denver in July. I might see if they'll give me free tickets just to go inside and walk around and grab a beer.
And get a beer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab a beer, take a picture, and fucking leave.
Dude, people still go to the games because it's such a cool stadium. Like if you watch the games, or you watch highlights, they're packed. They're packed because it's a cool fucking stadium to be at. You got the Rockies in the outfield. It's so picturesque. The stadium itself is cool. They got great food and beer and everything. It's like a party. I think everybody just accepts these guys suck dick, but it's a fun place to hang out. There's no pressure.
We got weed. We got legal weed, baby. Who gives a shit?
Exactly. Yeah. It's like
tomorrow I'm going to a single A baseball game tomorrow because it's a cool place to hang out and there's dollar hot dogs and dollar beers.
Did you see that chick who she tried to drink 9 beers and eat 9 hot dogs in 9 innings?
Yeah.
That's the beer would be the beer would be no problem. 9 hot dogs would be my heart would explode.
I was going to mention this, but I brought that challenge, the 999 challenge, up to my brother-in-law. And he wants to do it for the podcast. He's a podcast listener. He wants to do the 999 challenge at Dollar Night at the Clearwater Threshers. And
wow.
Honestly, I've seen him eat, and I think he might be able to do it.
Are we all going to go and see how many we can do?
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it, but I'll go. I'll drink 9 beers. I'll fucking do that.
Let's see what the number is.
If they're Bud Light, I'll drink fucking 12.
Yeah, well, no, they do dollar high lies at this stage.
Oh no! I might only make it to like 5 or 6. I didn't know. I didn't know that was on the board. All right.
Yeah, they do dollar high lies.
The first time I drank high life, it was at a gig that I booked at a golf community, and my openers were Ricky Hicken and JJ Curry. And they brought us a bucket of High Lies, and I was like, "Oh, these taste pretty good." And I don't even really like IPAs, right? And then it was I drink
the best IPA.
I drink 5 of them before I go on stage.
It's a good IPA to start with. I think that was my first IPA too, where I was like, "This is good. I don't hate this."
No, the ones that people
it's
say
a really
better,
good introductory IPA.
But I didn't realize the alcohol level. What are they like?
8.5%, I think.
8.5. So yeah. So I just slammed 5 of them, and then when I get, when you're sitting down, you don't feel the intoxication until you get up to walk somewhere, like to go to the bathroom because you've drank 5 beers. And I'm getting ready to go on stage, and I get up to go walk, and I look over at my wife. She was there, and I go, "Oh my God, I'm fucked up. I'm really drunk right now, dude." And I had to go on stage, and it was like a PG show because it was like a bunch of rich old golf community people.
Let me guess, you called everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that didn't last very long.
Oh, dude, I was just hard R-ing all these people. I was I kept it together, but the whole time I'm on stage, I'm like, "Bro, you're fucked up so bad right now." And then even JJ's like, "You don't look so good, homie." I'm like, "I know, I'm pretty fucked up right now." Yeah.
Anytime I get too drunk when I'm headlining, I just leave the bartender a $20 or $40 tip just to we're cool, right?
Yeah. You're not gonna tell the owners that I.
Don't tell the owners that I was fucking that drunk.
You definitely had those moments. I haven't done that in a long time. I haven't gotten too fucked up. I've done good I've gotten fucked up after, but I'll moderate myself before.
Yeah,
I don't even smoke weed before a show. I'll have a couple of drinks and that's it.
You're fucking professional.
I know. I'm a fucking total dork.
I will say this.
But then after the show, I smoke crack.
I smoke crack, and then I try to get hobos to follow me so I can kill them.
Then I start a bum fight.
After the show, I chased a dragon in a Circle K bathroom.
Shit. Let's move on to let's get to basketball, guys.
Ooh. So come on, losing bets.
So you've been losing bets. Yeah, I was rooting for the Knicks. I think a lot of people were, but it was a dream.
I had a $25.
First time they've been in the playoffs in this millennia. So people got excited.
When the playoffs started, I had a $25 bet that the finals would be the Timberwolves and the Knicks.
I told you not to do that.
I know that didn't work out for me at all.
I told you Oklahoma City was definitely going to go.
I mean, now the finals are going to be interesting because the Pacers are actually pretty fucking good. They're not bad, unless you bet Halliburton, to get a triple double, and that doesn't work out for you at all. But it is weird though with all these teams in the playoffs, all the blowouts. For the teams that advanced, there was at least one game where they lost by 40. Like, what the fuck is going on? How does that happen?
We talked about this. This is like when you're in hospice and like you have one day where you think you're like better, but then the next day you die.
Yeah.
It's like your death rattle. It's like your last surge of energy.
Yeah. Like, I feel really great today, and then
you're just like, we can't let these motherfuckers sweep us. And then you get one or two. And
I
then
don't
that's
understand. Paul's got stage 4 cancer in his brain, and he looks like the best version of Paul. Oh,
tap dancing.
Yep.
Oh my God! Pardon me, boy. Is it the Chattanooga Choo Choo?
And then next day, fucking
dead.
Done.
The next day it's
He died doing what he loved, hallucinating that it was the 1930s.
Oh, Paul! Oh shit! You ever been to Portillo's and seen how they act inside that place?
No. I heard it's good hot dogs. I haven't tried it yet.
The hot dogs are overrated, but their Italian beef sandwiches are real good. But I don't want to get into the food talk right now. The funny part is they do that. Like a lot of the employees, it's like it's set in kind of like the flapper days kind of a little bit. So a lot of the employees, they got their little paper hat
like
on.
Al Capone.
And they'll be
they have to talk like that?
They'll call out the ticket numbers and they'll be like, oh, thank heaven, it's number 77.
Like
bingo.
Like the B-52s, like how the B-52s sing.
It's like, look here, you get those walking sticks over here and get these crinkle fries.
Love Shack, baby.
But the reason why I bring it up is my son and I were in there when they first opened the one in Brandon, like near our house. And there was one girl that wasn't feeling it that was working there. And everybody else was like, up and up, 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 ow. They're all doing it, right? And there's this one like fat, like 16-year-old girl. And you could tell she did not want to work there. She didn't want to be alive, right?
She didn't want to be anywhere.
And so like they would
seems like the perfect place to be. Eat all those hot dogs. Eat them up.
They would call out the orders like over a microphone. Like if you go, yeah, let me get a Italian beef sandwich. They go, Italian beef sandwich, da, da, da. And then somebody would like start cooking it. Somebody ordered a slice of chocolate cake, right? And this is how the girl did it. She grabbed the mic real slow and she just goes, chocolate cake.
The Undertaker's theme music started playing. Boom.
Chocolate cake. And nobody else thought it was funny but me and my son. My son's like 12 years old. We're on the fucking ground, dude. We're like rolling on the ground.
No, that's funny.
And people are looking at us like we're insane. And I'm like, are these people not breathing the same fucking oxygen? Like, that's the funny. And to this day, if somebody says chocolate cake anywhere, I think of that girl and I start dying laughing every fucking time. Chocolate cake. She wanted to die. That was awesome.
So what are predictions for the finals? We can get them out now.
I got OKC in 5. I'll give the Pacers 1. I'll give Halliburton a good game, but no, I've got OKC in 5.
OKC in 7.
I mean, they have the MVP on their team. Normally that works out well for a team in the finals. Normally they win if they have the MVP. Yeah, they're strong top to bottom. The Pacers, I think, are going to make it. They're going to make it interesting. I think it's OKC in 6.
That's what I'm hoping.
I think it's OKC in 6. I think there's going to be 2 overtime games, but it'll still be OKC because they're too fucking strong. And I think the guy that's going to be the driving force is going to be that big, tall, goofy-looking fucking Why am I brain farting his name all of a sudden? Big, linky, dumb idiot. Thank you, Holmgren. Thank you. That guy, he's
like snacking, just like, I need to correct Johnny.
Thank you.
Chet Holmgren, idiot. I'm out.
Chet Holmgren not only is like 7 foot tall, but he can hit a 3-pointer. Like, and he's.
It looks weird when he.
You kind of have to in today's game. Like, if you can't shoot the 3 in today's game.
It's weird watching a guy that tall shoot a 3 for some reason.
Well, they're all that tall now too.
Yeah,
I just wasn't raised for this. Okay,
no, I think OKC's defense is just gonna. They're just too good, man.
They're swarming.
They were killing Jokic,
so
and like they don't have anybody nearly as good. Like they're just really good on defense.
You're right.
They're fast and they never get tired.
Yeah, they are running the entire game. They are running
the fucking time.
Well, remember to compare them to football, when the Patriots were so good during that big run when Brady was there.
Oh yeah, like 2007.
No, I'm talking about the 20 years he was there.
You just mean the whole time? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like the perfect season.
Dynasty era when they were so good, it's because their defense was so. If they didn't have the Belichick defense, and the key to Belichick's defense, and he even said it. He didn't even like try to hide the fact. He said we eliminate the best weapons on the other team. So if your best weapon is your running back, they stop your running back. If your best weapon is your quarterback, they stop that person no matter what. And that's what OKC does. You saw what they did to Edwards. They made him look fucking like a normal person.
Yeah. Well, they're playing chess. You know, they're fucking.
Every time he got the ball, 2 people went on him. Boom! It was like holy shit, dude. And then he's passing it out to people that are slinging up bricks, and that's exactly what they did. It's like we're gonna make your 4th best guy beat us, and they couldn't do it. Yeah,
you can see it in the series before that. They were holding Jokic to under 30 points like every game, which for him is shutting him down.
And they were getting most of those rebounds.
Yeah,
too.
and they were grabbing. Yeah, they're just very active on defense.
Yeah. So you're right. OKC. I say 6. You said 5, John. What do you got?
I said 7.
I got 5.
Oh, you were 5.
Said 5.
You think 7? Huh? Okay.
That'd be exciting. I hope it does go to 7.
The Pacers look fucking motivated to me. You know,
the Pacers deserve it, man. They don't have a championship ever. Like they've been around for such a long time, and they've never won one. They went to one. Yeah.
Okay.
Back with Reggie Miller in them, and they lost.
They lost. Can you guess who they lost to? It was the 90s.
The Bulls?
Yep.
Yeah. Great guess. I win at trivia.
No, they lost in the finals in 2000 to the Lakers.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So Reggie Miller never made a finals.
No, he did. That was the only time.
He did. Okay. So they made. Okay.
Was that his last season?
And they got their asses.
That's right.
Because that was Kobe and Shaq.
Yeah, but they had
the first of their three-peats. So they
had a good team back then. That was like the Jermaine O'Neal years. They had a good team.
Jalen Rose is on that team. Who else?
That was like right before Malice or right after Malice at the Palace.
No, It was before.
It was before. Oh, then Reggie. Yeah, okay. Then they would have still had Reggie Miller in 2000. Yeah. Because he retired right before Malice.
Yeah. But the Lakers were just too fucking good. That wasn't fair.
Shaq and Kobe was a problem. And Phil Jackson.
We don't have time for a lot more, so we can either talk about NHL playoffs or I've been covering UFL.
NHL playoffs, please.
UFL, I've been watching the games, so I could talk about it on the. No, I'm kidding. NHL. We're going to talk about NHL. Jesus Christ.
I was trying to think of one team. I was like, they have weird names. They're called like the
Johnny almost had a stroke.
The Storm Thunder Stompers.
UFL.
I was like, I thought we were done staying retarded, but
Johnny glitched.
Here we are. No, hockey. It's a rematch. Edmonton and Florida. So.
Come on, Canada, get your fucking shit together.
I hate to root for Canada, but
I'll never root for the Panthers ever.
I'm rooting for Edmonton. I don't even know where the fuck.
That's like Edmonton a shitty part of Canada. They need some help.
It's a lose-lose, man. Whoever wins, I'm gonna feel gross about it. So just yeah.
I mean, we don't care about this, but what Tampa needs to be doing in the off season is to be building a team that can beat the fucking Panthers. Well, that's what we need to make.
We re-signed Yanni Gore today to a 6-year contract, so he's coming back. I'm not excited about it because he didn't look great when we brought him back this season, but
and also, what do we have to spend on anybody new? Do we have anything to spend on anyone new?
Yeah, they figure it out. You know, they they make the moves they need to make, and they know how to kick the can down the road with the cap and all that stuff. So I'm not really worried about that. Like,
we definitely saved some money, like not re-signing Stamkos. So I mean, we should have a decent amount to play. And that
ended up being a good move because he wasn't great for Nashville, So
he chased the money. He got a real big payday, and I'm sure he'll retire in a year or two.
John said exactly what I've been saying all year too. We need to do what the Panthers did. We need to build a team to beat them the way they build a team to beat us. So what we need some enforcers. We need some tough guys that are going to beat the shit out of people when they need to get their asses kicked. And that's what the Panthers got a bunch of dickheads on their team, and it works in hockey. It really does. So, they don't care. They don't care if they get a suspension once in a while to fucking knock a player out for 2 games. And that's what they did to us in the playoffs. They put out some of our best players, and they used their fucking third line guys to decapitate people, and they're not afraid to play mean hockey. And here they are in the finals again. And they're a good team. They picked up Marchand right before the playoffs, and the guy's he's fantastic. He really gave them that little bit of extra, and they have a great goalie. We have a great goalie, but the Lightning need a little bit more to out toughen these fucking Panthers.
So we need more. This would be the first three-peat in NHL history, correct?
I think so. Yeah, we almost did it.
The Panthers lost to
they didn't win.
Vegas.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, they lost to Vegas.
Oh, they didn't.
Thank God James is here.
Okay.
And there was a I think the Rangers three-peated in the 80s.
No, the Lightning had a chance to three-peat.
Islanders. It was a New York team. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tampa had a chance to three-peat.
Yeah, we had a chance. Yeah.
They had a chance. Yeah.
The stat that's cool is that Florida has owned the NHL for the last 6 years. So from 20.
Yeah, that is cool.
2020 to 2023, the Lightning were in the finals and won 1 and or 1-2, 1-1, and then that's right. And then in the last 3 years, including this year, it's all Panthers. So nobody would ever expect Florida to dominate.
This would be 2 in a row for Florida if they win it.
This would be 5 out of the last 6 or 4 out of the last 7, something like that.
Yeah, that's a Florida team.
Yeah, I'm going Oilers all the way. I'll be rooting for them. It's hard to say. I think it's pretty evenly matched. I wouldn't have thought that until I saw what the Oilers did to Dallas. So, yeah, they dismantled them pretty fucking well. So we'll see. Hopefully they have good enough coaching that they can figure the Panthers out. They've had plenty of time. There's like a week off before they start. So I think the first game is Wednesday. So it's been a minute.
Yeah. First
the NBA playoffs and they started the same night.
No,
sorry, because NBA playoffs start Wednesday.
Okay, then it's hockey on Thursday. Then
hockey Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, NBA Wednesday, hockey Thursday. Yeah, so I guess we got to get out of here. I got to figure out where the fuck Edmonton is on a map.
I was thinking about this whole time. I want to know what they're known for. Like, what is Edmonton's most famous thing?
Where that is? Yeah,
the oil.
Sadness.
Dude,
oh yeah, the oil,
dude. Edmonton is on the. It's like the Midwest of Canada.
Yeah,
it's on the. It's not all the way on the West Coast. It's in the Alberta province. Same one.
Alberta.
Okay.
Alberta is like
that's where Bret Hart's from.
Alberta is basically just like Canadian
Calgary,
Texas.
Alberta, Canada.
Yep. Bret the Hitman Hart. That's what.
It's like Oklahoma. It's like their Oklahoma.
Wrestling's a sport, Johnny. Shut up.
They have more mountains.
I just love how the 11-year-old comes out in you.
Yeah. I can reference 90s wrestling pretty easily.
Imagine beer cans on your head like a jack off.
Well, it's a good show, guys.
All right, yeah, great show. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Love you.
Subscribe on YouTube and Spotify.